Now I'm going to show you the rules to integers, also known as sign numbers. There's actually a song that you can remember when adding integers. The song goes same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract, take the sign of the higher number, then you'll be exact. You sing this song to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So it goes a little bit like this. Same signs, add and keep, different signs, subtract. Take the sign of the higher number, then you'll be exact. And so an example of same signs, add and keep. If we have 3 plus 6, they're both positive numbers. So the answer is going to be positive. 3 plus 6 we know is 9. Another example, if we have two negative numbers, a -7 plus a -2, that's going to give us a -9. So same signs, add and keep. An example of different signs will be a -10 plus a +6. So here we have a negative plus a positive. If you would think of your bank account, if your bank account was -$10 and you deposited $6, you still have a -4. So here it says different signs, subtract, 10 minus 6 is 4, and we take the sign of the higher number, and the higher number is 10, and it just so happens to be negative. Another example of that would be 8 plus a -5. So here, again, we're going to subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. And then the sign of the higher number is positive, which is the 8. So your answer would be 3. And you can think of that if you had $8 in your account and you spent 5, then you have 3 left. The rule for subtracting integers works a little bit different. And the rule you use here, 3 simple rules, you're going to keep, change, change. And the examples that we have here, let's say we have 6 minus a -1. The first keep means keep the first number the same. So 6 is going to stay a +6. Then we're going to change the subtraction sign to addition. So this subtraction sign is going to become a addition sign. And then we change the sign of the second number only. So here it's a -1, changes it to a +1. And now we just simply follow the rule of adding integers. Same signs, we're going to add and keep those signs. So 6 plus 1 is 7. Another example, we can have a -10 minus a -2. Again, we're going to keep the first number the exact same, so a -10. We change the subtraction to an addition sign, and then we're going to change the -2 to a +2. The rule says different signs subtract. 10 minus 2 is 8. And take the sign of the higher number. The higher number here is 10 and it's negative, so it's going to be a -8. And one more example. We have 5 minus 3. And so we know here this is just the regular basic subtraction. 5 minus 3 we know is 2. But if you wanted to see the example, we have 5 minus 3. 5 stays the same. The subtraction becomes a plus. and the positive 3 becomes a negative 3. Different signs, subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. Take the sign of the higher number, which is the 5, and the 2 remains positive. The last example that I have to show you on integers is multiplying and dividing integers. What I love about this rule is that they apply to both of them. And so how this works is if you have the same signs in multiplication, the answer will always be positive. So if we have a negative 63 divided by a negative 7, the answer is going to be a positive 9. If we have a positive 9 times a positive 5, the answer will be positive 45. So if the same signs are positive, that means that different signs will be negative. And just think of it this way. One negative makes everything negative. So let's say we have negative 32 divided by positive 8. The answer will be negative 4. Or if we have 10 times a negative 6, the answer will be a negative 60. So this rule applies to both multiplying and dividing integers.